So, if you guys have seen, the developers have recently have released Descendants Next. It's already been 2 months since, at the time of recording, since Descendants Next was released, and I still haven't finished the campaign. But just before we get into the video, you might want to do what it says on the screen if you won't regret it. And so this video quality looks messed up. This recording was all done in one go. Precisely 23 gigabytes. Anyways, you start with the Descendants campaign in the first environment, which is Highlands. Thankfully, isn't that hard, which allowed me to complete multiple objectives, which allowed me to gain over 10 lives, which let me play the game normally without risking anything. Forest, however, was something else. Personally, I didn't really like it because of the stunts and everything, which maybe lose a couple of lives. Once you see, after finishing it, we move on to Canyon. It wasn't anything special, but by completing the whole environment, we move on to the last environment in the first bit of the pyramid, Peaks. At the beginning, this environment wasn't really fun. Loads of jumps, which is bad if you didn't have enough speed, as it would lead to life lost. Sadly, I didn't manage to finish it in one session. However, because we unlocked the shortcuts Peaks and the Canyon's boss jump, this will allow us to start from the Peaks environment. However, level after level, I had enough lives to get to the boss jump, went above pace and managed to beat the Peaks boss jump, which would mean the end of the Sims career mode. After I continue from the boss jump, the gameplay shifts to a credits map, which should be obvious. Please the credits of the game. Now remember, this is just the beginning. You still have Career Plus to do. But then in the desert, I'm guessing Egypt has its pyramids. Anyways, I'm moving really surprisingly easily. After completing a very sketchy but easy boss jump, we leave the desert and spawn into the jungle. For 3 to 4 sessions I was there. It was the most enjoyable bit of my time there. In my opinion, Jungles was the best map I had to play in the Sims playthrough, and I am very grateful I got to play through it. After I managed to survive the boss jump in the jungle, it was time to move on to the favelas. The way this map was built, you probably would have been able to guess the name fast enough. However, the best thing about it is when you get to the boss jump, you get greeted by a familiar biker figure, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to replicate the statue of Jesus in Rio de Janeiro. After this, we enter the final environment of all the Descendants career modes, the Glacier. After I spawned in, the game genuinely convinced me that it's a glitchy effect on the game. However, this is how it usually is. You can barely see anything. This would lead to me being careful, as I didn't want to repeat it all over again. But at least for what I knew then, I didn't expect myself to waste over 6 to 7 hours doing this back and forth. However, after multiple tries, I finally made it into the boss jump level. I carefully pushed through it. Died once trying it, but however, on the second try we did it. Oh, the game was finally over, and I had experienced the whole Descenders campaign just in time to get the Descenders next.